It is with great sadness that the Isle of Man TT racers can confirm the loss of Raul Torres Martinez following an incident on the final lap of the first Super Twin race of the 2023 Isle of Man TT races. Our heartfelt condolences go to Raul's family, loved ones and friends. An incredibly popular member of the paddock family, Raul's smile was infectious and his love for the TT and the sport of road racing was apparent to anyone who was fortunate enough to meet him. Raul was competing in his fifth TT and had posted his fastest ever lap on the mountain course earlier today, passing a racing landmark by lapping at an average speed of 125 miles an hour and securing a 20th place finish in the Superstock race. When asked what his ambitions were in road racing, he had said to have fun with the bike and to be able to fight for a top 20 finish at the TT in a 1000cc class. On his journey to reaching and achieving his racing ambition, he became the fastest Spaniard ever to have raced around the TT mountain course. Away from the TT, Raul was a regular competitor at the Northwest 200 and had also competed at the Ulster Grand Prix and the Macau Grand Prix. Racing was Raul's life, and the loss of such a passionate and spirited gentleman will be felt deeply by the entire TT community. The episode you're about to hear was recorded prior to this news. Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Roundup. Booth, I don't know what day it is, number 8, 9, 10, it could be one of any.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday today, and there should be bikes flying down Glen Country Road behind you, but there isn't because there's lots of clouds in the sky, and unfortunately there's too much cloud on the mountain and we can't go racing yet.
I would have taken this day last year. This would have been a good day last year, but now it is the worst day of the past fortnight. It is cloudy, it is cold. There was a little moisture in the air as well earlier.
Yeah, and I've seen some footage of the cameras up on the mountain, and the cloud is low, visibility is very poor, and there was some rain spots on the camera, so I think it's really like kind of misty rain. Mizzle, I think they call it.
Mizzle?
Mizzle. Mizzle.
I've never heard that word.
Have you not? It's mizzle.
Mizzle.
Drizzle and mist.
I'm down for that.
Mizzle.
But can we talk about the good news?
The good news is we are going to go racing at some point today.
Not that.
Which good news?
Connor Cummins' bike.
Oh, that is great news. After a couple of days in hospital on a drip, he's hopefully feeling a lot better.
I saw him down in the paddock. I only saw him whiz past, but the fact that I saw him whiz past in his levers was a good sign. He's not ridden a bike for a week. We don't know how he's going to go, but it's Connor Cummins. The man knows his place like the back of his hand. He knows that bike like the back of his hand. He can get up to speed pretty quickly.
Yeah. If he's fit, he's a contender.
100%, but that's the thing. Is he going to be fit? So, first up, we got the super stock race, sorry.
Yeah.
What we're going to see in that, because, again, without boring everybody, we're talking about those top three, but I really think Davey Todd has the best chance of getting the best result out of himself in these Superstock races. He's been riding that Superstock bike like he stole it. He's at one with it, he knows it, and I think he's more comfortable on that than he is on his Superbike. So I think we might see Davey, if not edging a bit closer towards that podium, potentially making that podium.
Not forgetting a few other names that have been pushing and getting nearer towards podiums. James Hillier, Jamie Coward, Mike Brown might even get out in this race. He's had some bad luck so far this week.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Who knows? Let's talk more action.
Yeah. Let's not forget though. In other news, Pete Hickman's name is on the entry list for the Super Twins race. So he hasn't completed a lap in practice yet on that bike. I think. I mean, we're trying to find out the skeet, the gossip. But I think if he can do a lap on the bike in this morning's warm-up lap, which will be this afternoon now, they must have decided they're going to let him in.
Yeah, but the chance...
He hasn't done it.
The chances of him getting through that lap are slim to none.
Yeah, he hasn't managed a lap on it yet, has he? So if he can do a lap, maybe they'll let him in the race. I think they probably will. But let's see.
I think he's probably doing that to try and get into that Super Twin race because, again, it's another chance of a podium, another chance of a victory. But it's a big risk because if that bike craps itself on the mountain or anywhere beyond kind of the first couple of miles, he might not get back in time for that Superstock race.
Stranded on the mountain, branded a fool.
He could lose 2 races, not completing that lap and not getting back for the Superstock race. But hey, we'll see what happens.
It's a risk I'm sure he's willing to take, and I think he will be taking that risk in 40 minutes time because the plan at the minute is for practice to start at 1:30. It's 10 to 1 now, so we better get out of the way.
I'll tell you what it is time for. A beautiful slow-mo. We're up on the grid. There's about 10 minutes to go before the start of the race. I'm going to try and have a quick word with Jamie Coward if he's all right. Jamie, have you got a second?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Turn and face this guy here. I don't think I've talked to you all week, but all I've seen is great results out of you. You're on a bit of a high at the minute, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going really well, you know. We're just this little 600 and the twin I've ridden for a few years now, whatever, last year, so that's not too bad, but we've been struggling a little bit with the big bike, but we're not struggling, but we have been struggling in that practice week, but then obviously come race week it's gone pretty good, so we've made a few little changes for today, hopefully in the right direction, or just small, not massive ones, but just hopefully just improve it a little bit, make it a bit more comfortable for myself. But yeah, I feel good, and I'm just ready to get going now.
Feel a bit more confident on the Stocker than you do on the Superbike, or?
Well, it's the same bike. It's the same bike I ride in the Superbike and the Superstock. Or it is a Superstock bike, but I ride in the Superbike class, so it's not a bad thing because obviously jumping from one to another it can be quite difficult, and obviously some of the bigger teams with more financial backing have got that luxury of having a Superbike, but unfortunately for us we're still obviously a small team, so we're running a Superstock bike, but also it plays a good benefit for me now, so we spend more time on it, and I feel really good on it, so we're just fingers crossed for today.
Sweet, good luck mate. I'm going to say this behind his back so he don't hear me, the sexiest man on this grid apart from me. Josh, how are we feeling mate?
Yeah, good. We're about to head off into a big important race, so I'm feeling really good. Yeah.
This bike more at home on this bike than you are on the Superbike, or are we kind of sort of the issues on the Superbike out now? We good to go on both?
It's a common misconception with the Superbike and Superstock, but I'm actually riding the Superstock in both categories.
Oh, you are, aren't you?
So I'm on the same bike in both races. There's all talk about all different specs and things like that, but it's basically I'm on the same bike in both. So
well, let's just pretend that you're on a different bike.
Well, it's a different bike to what I would normally race in British Superbikes. So I'm becoming accustomed to it, but it should be more competitive in this category because in the Superbike everyone's got a little bit over me, but I haven't matched or gone close to matching what Hickey can do on a Superstock, so I'm not sort of bothered by being on a lower spec bike. I need to sort of match what the top guys are doing and then complain I need the Superbike.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. PBs for today?
I'd love to. I thought maybe in the opening Superbike race I'd get a bit closer or maybe even achieve a PB, but I didn't. I missed out on that. So hopefully today I can improve, sharpen up my apexes and just make everything a little bit sweeter and smoother, and maybe I'll get a PB. Who knows?
Either way, enjoy, mate.
I will.
Good luck.
Thank you. Cheers, man.
1 minute start line. 1 minute.
You're rolling. Connor, sorry to trouble you. Have you got 1 minute? Yeah. Is that all right? Mate, I was just saying on the live stream on Instagram, it's an absolute pleasure to see you back. We're all worried that you weren't even going to make it back. How are you feeling?
I feel miles better than what I was. It was awful. I didn't think I'd be in hospital for being sick. So, hey, it was an experience I don't want to do again, but we're right. We're back here now, and I can just use these next few races to get up to speed again. So I did the warm up there earlier, felt okay. It's just going to take a bit to get back into it again, but we'll see.
We're glad you're out there, mate. Good luck, mate.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Carl Nash, Super Twin, first race of the week. The biggest issue here, I think, will be reliability. We've got riders who haven't completed their allotted 2 laps of qualifying, but they've let them in. One of them being Peter Hickman. Josh Brooks was a late sign into the Dafabet. We're going to see how he gets on. This lad is probably going to want to make amends for what happened today in the Superstock race, so I expect to see him right at the front. Dom Herbertson is down on number 1, and all that's left to say is enjoy the action. So, one man I wasn't expecting to see on this grid is this man here. Hopefully he'll give me a minute. Have you got a minute? Just 1 minute? Like, literally, we spoke only about an hour, well, 2 hours ago now. Different pair of levers, different bike. You ready for this one?
Yeah, it'll be alright. It's not going to be the fastest thing out there, so a podium's a bit of a far stretch for us, to be quite honest, but just to learn something in this race, and then maybe we can make some changes for Friday. You know, that my best engines unfortunately have destroyed themselves through an electronic problem, which was nobody's fault. It's just one of them things. So yeah, but we managed to get a lap on it this morning. We'll go and see what we can learn now.
Wicked. Obviously you were supposed to do 2 laps on it, but there's been a bit of special dispensation for a couple of you riders, and luckily we're allowed to see you on the grid.
Yeah, exactly. That organiser's been really good. You know, been working with riders and teams. They all understand. You know, we all want to try and get out there. We've got sponsors to please as well as just wanting to ride ourselves. You know, so yeah, they're not just myself. There's been quite a few different riders this week that have not managed to qualify, and they've used the warm-up laps to use them for qualifying. So yeah, great on the organisers for actually using a bit of common sense, which is nice.
It's rare, but when it happens, it's nice.
When it happens,
good
it's
luck,
good.
mate.
Cheers, mate.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Right, one man behind him. Let's chat to Stefano Bonetti. Stefano, uno momento.
Ah, ok.
Come stai?
Bene.
Yeah?
Tutto ok.
You ready for this?
Sì.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you the translator?
Yeah.
It's un poco.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My Italian is rubbish. This is normally your favourite class, the one that you are the strongest in?
No, it's just favorite class.
Dove sei più forte?
Yeah. And the prediction for the race, how do we think we'll do?
Una predizione per la gara.
No.
Top 10, top 5?
Top 10, top 5.
Sì?
Okay. Top 5.
Yeah? Good luck.
Thank you very
Grazie mille. Thank you. Once Mike's finished having a chat about the bike, we'll try and sneak in and have a quick word with him. I think he's going to do everything he can to avoid eye contact with me. So we'll hang fire here. We'll see if we can get him, because it'd be good to chat to him. He had a cracking result in the super stock race. I can't remember where he finished though. Remember where he finished? Was he top 10? I think he might have been. All right. Right, let's go and have a quick chat with Mike. Sorry, guys. Sorry, John. Come in here. Mike Brown, how was the Superstock race?
It was good, yeah. Just a nice, steady run around.
Steady?
Yeah.
Was it?
Well, it was a bit slower than practice for us, and on the stocker we made big changes, and we're going the right way. But still not perfect. We're not there yet, but look, it was still a good finish.
Mate, you're a racer. You'll never be happy.
No.
Even when you're winning, you'll never be happy.
Whatever about not being happy, we'll find an excuse anyway.
Exactly. Super Twin race. How are we feeling on this? Reliability going to be an issue, or are you're pretty confident in this build?
Sure, everyone knows about twins. Like, you know, it is a bit of a reliability race too. Like, you know, you have to have a bit of a mechanical, I don't know what you call it. You have to mind these bikes a bit, like, you know. So we'll just tip around and hope for the best.
Sweet. Remember, don't forget about the sun dazzle.
Pardon?
I said don't forget about the sun dazzle.
Oh yeah. Thanks very much.
That's what they've just been telling me. Right, good luck, mate. Enjoy.